everyone, my name is Kelly Her, and I'm the Assistant Director of Communication at Community Inclusion and Development Alliance, CIDA for short. Today, we're having a conversation with Deputy Chancellor of the New York City Department of Education, Adrienne Austin, and about what to expect in the new school year 2021-22. So welcome, Deputy Chancellor Austin. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I'm very excited to be here with you this morning.
Awesome. We asked our families to tell us what their biggest questions and concerns are for the new school year, and we have received so many great questions. This is a three-part video series on Back to School 2021 and 2022, and we'll get started with the first topic, questions regarding vaccines. Please be sure to check out other videos on new safety protocols in schools and remote instructions. So Deputy Chancellor, let's dive right into the questions regarding vaccines.
Let's do it.
All right. So about a week ago, the mayor announced that all New York City Department of Education employees, including teachers and contractors, will receive at least one dose of COVID vaccine by September 27th. How is that going? What's the current vaccination rate among the DOE employees, teachers and staff in schools in particular?
Yeah, that's a great question. We know that vaccination is the key to getting us out of this pandemic. I think all of us are ready to be out of this pandemic, and it's certainly the best way to safely open our schools. And so I'm very grateful that the mayor made the announcement. I know in the very beginning of the vaccination, many of our staff took advantage of, we had priority status. So a lot of us were already vaccinated. Certainly I was one of the first people to sign up because I knew that was important for my household. So many of our staff, the majority of our teaching staff was vaccinated before the mayor made this a mandate. And now all of our DOE staff will be vaccinated by September 27th. And so as we reopen our doors to students, our teachers will be vaccinated. Our district office superintendent staff will be vaccinated. Our central office staff will be vaccinated. Pretty much all of our DOE staff is required to be vaccinated. And we're looking forward to that because, obviously we want to open our schools in the safest way possible, but it's also really important for our communities. We know we want to get out of this pandemic. And so if we can get vaccinated, everyone who's eligible can get vaccinated. It's certainly the pathway to moving away from the pandemic and being able to turn the page, get to the next chapter.
Absolutely. That's so assuring. In the meantime, for teachers and staff who are currently not vaccinated and in the process of getting vaccinated, how often would they get tested?
So we're having testing at schools, and this applies to anyone who's unvaccinated in a school building. Every 2 weeks, it's going to be 10% of the population. So what we're expecting, particularly after September 27th, is this is only going to apply to students because all of the adults in the building will be vaccinated, fully vaccinated. And so it will be 10% of students, unvaccinated students, tested every other week.
Very cool. Will the New York City Department of Education require proof of vaccination for school bus drivers and bus assistants?
This is something that we're currently negotiating. So what is different about our bus drivers and our bus assistants is that they're not DOE employees. And so the mayor has clearly made a mandate now for us as DOE employees. The bus drivers and assistants work for a private company that we contract with. And so I know there's still negotiations around that point. Certainly the bus drivers will do the same thing they did last year, which is to wear their masks. They'll have masks for the students who are on the buses, but we don't have a vaccination policy or mandate yet for bus drivers or bus assistants.
Understand. New York City schools currently are not mandating students between age 12 to 15 to get vaccinated. If there's and parents are wondering if there is a plan or strategy in place or in discussion to encourage students and families to get their children vaccinated.
Absolutely. Yes, we have been on a Vax to School campaign, I think, for the last couple of months, just really wanting to speak to families, speak to young people about the importance of getting vaccinated. The way that I think about it, certainly for myself and my children who unfortunately are under 12, so they can't get vaccinated yet, but the way I think about it is, what are you more afraid of? COVID-19 or the vaccine? And for me, I'm way more afraid of COVID-19. I certainly don't want to get it myself. I don't want my children to get it. And this is the reason why I'm vaccinated. My husband's vaccinated. Pretty much all of the adults in my family are vaccinated. And so I think it's really about, people talking to one another, and having those conversations within communities and within families to encourage one another to get vaccinated and to get kids vaccinated, because it's the safest possible response to this virus. So we are encouraging families to get vaccinated. All New Yorkers aged 12 and older are eligible to receive the COVID-19 vaccine, and you can make a vaccination appointment for yourself or for your eligible child at vaccinefinder.nyc.gov. You can also call 877-VAX-4NYC. And there's no questions about immigration status. Anyone can receive a vaccine free.
That's so great to know. I love the tagline, "Back to schools." Thank you so much for addressing these questions. There is more information about the new school year on schools.nyc.gov. So please check out the website. And for more information about CIDA, please visit cidainfo.com. Please be sure to check out the other two videos on 2021 and 2022 school year safety protocols and remote instructions. Thank you for watching and have a great school year, everyone.
Thank you. Welcome back, everyone.